I know I ranted about this like 2 days ago, but I still hate like how YouTube live streaming is done. It's just so shitty and it makes me mad every time. Like every 2 days I'm like, God, I fucking hate YouTube live streaming. That's it. That's the opening monologue. I forgot we were side questing. Can you, I don't know, load your fucking textures game? Her face looks so bad. Everybody's in maintenance. Oh yeah, we can go through here now. I forgot. We can see what these areas are supposed to be for. Is it literally just a chest in each area? Because that's kind of dumb. Director Trench, as head chef, I need to express my concern about rumors I've been hearing regarding mold appearing near some of my kitchens. I'm alerting you that any food handled, prepared, or consumed in the vicinity of mold can be contaminated and unsafe for ingestion. If I can verify these reports, then I will need to close multiple cafeterias. I realize this would be an inconvenience to many, but as a caterer, I pride myself on keeping a pristine environment for food preparation and service. Sincerely, Jay Pullman, head chef of the Golden Chow Catering Company. Interesting. I'm surprised that they cater rather than just like have employees.
Squad made of Orishas.
Oh, I don't have to do anything to get the pouch. Okay, that's nice. Was there somebody else shooting at me? Seemed like there was. Is there somebody fighting him? Because that's kind of interesting. I thought she was about to say, like, just now that he didn't stand a chance. It's like, yeah, you're... Well, we're probably over leveled, but also you're, like, superhuman, so... Sorry. Very important question I had to answer. I wonder how much quicker it would have been to just, like, run back to a fast travel point. Sure, we'll pick that up. Quarry entrance. I'm curious if we can get to that part of the quarry that's marked as question now. Oh yeah, we still can't kill that thing.
All of them.
Oops.
Arif saw it coming though. I should get these back to him.
Yeah, I suspect we need a way to kill those blobs before we can move on.
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object.
Here are the pouches. I found 6.
Well, that's all of them. Not counting mine. Well, I guess I'll just have to wear all of them. It sounds sappy, I know, but... that's all I can think to do.
Nothing's easy with the hiss. Is it rude to ask what's inside? What's inside the pouches? Too late now.
Now, the story's confidential, but, well, I guess I can tell you, being the director and all. So, the Bureau had heard rumors of a werewolf gathering upstate every full moon. Us being rookies, they sent us to confirm it was bullshit.
Hold on, is he about to tell me werewolves are real?
Turns out, there was an altered item that was creating violent gravitational anomalies during full moons. Oh man, we nearly bit it that night. Well, to remember the occasion, we all bought silver bullets to wear around our necks, just in case we ever ran into another werewolf.
So why did you leave the Rangers?
Well, thought I could do more good here. And somebody's got to protect the people who protect everybody else, right?
He's nosy.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
I don't know if 3 ability points is enough to get us anything worthwhile. Maybe we can grab a health upgrade, why not? What missions do we have? Jukebox, we might be able to do that now. Investigate, huh? What?
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object of power with an audio-related effect.
I'll send a team to contact Langston and get that information, sir. If yes, why? What do we tell
I feel like I haven't seen this quest before.
Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always been on a need-to-know basis.
Well, I need to fucking know.
That's Dylan.
Did you hear that the Hiss prisoner they captured is the director's brother?
Brother, and she brought him here. She's gonna get us all killed.
What if she's working with the Hiss? Isn't it strange?
Best of
she
luck.
should just remain in?
There we go.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Phaeton sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the dark.
Oh, is this the
Investigation sector.
start of the DLC?
Investigation sector, huh? We should check this out.
I'm assuming this is the start of the DLC. This feels unnecessarily creepy.
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not.
Mr. Kirkland, here the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Letters of condolences will be delivered. Also, per your request, the network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous redacted regarding inhumane treatment of a redacted currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of redacted sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such redacted contained there. One redacted confirmed the redacted code name to be redacted, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the redacted research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend investigation into redacted research. So I wonder if this is about Dylan. A request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all of our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm ready to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sound familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think it's worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I will start surveillance on this guy. Miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained from coroner's office also included blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Lacerations, blunt force, dislocation, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. Conclusion: it is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with an animal attack. Interesting. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our redacted, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open the firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The redacted has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. So something happened down here that caused agents to be trapped on the other side of the firebreak, and Trench refused to do anything about it. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it is your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. There's so much lore they're dumping on you. The Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our redacted. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly don't complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a Bureau Tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Redacted Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this Redacted hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might have to invest in some raccoon traps. Dr. Raya Underhill is professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to the paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Redacted was launched into Redacted of Director Zachariah Trench. Recent change in Redacted witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive Redacted when redacted with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable Redacted between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff, although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter. Witness accounts suggest their arguments center around Dimensional Research Wing and the Redacted kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's Redacted as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any Redacted and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to Redacted for full report. So, Dr. Darling had concerns about the slide projector. I'm assuming, because that's what Darling moved to Dimensional Research. And then Trench is like, nah, fuck you, dude. Kind of interesting, since it seems like Darling is the foremost expert on everything. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You were both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Damn, sounds like the dude was losing it. Weapon mods full. What's fucking new, dog? Wow. I guess we start just like deleting tier 3s. I'm so curious to find out what happened. I mean, that's like the whole reason we're here, right? But like... Item is not in Bureau custody, none known. A Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls. An unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farms outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Dr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communication staff and a team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrows only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrows earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is entirely unknown. So based on the autopsy report, we also know that his internal organs were eaten, or removed, I should say. We don't know if they were eaten. So presumably the tractor killed and disemboweled him and maybe ate his organs. Okay. Per the authorization of Mr. Kirkland, investigation was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate program. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of his systematic redacted were brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in traumatic redacted of paranaturally inclined redacted. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human decency. This investigation team unequivocally redacted the prime candidate program and recommends that it be terminated immediately. So we need some power. What does power there get us? The door.
There. Now that gate should open.
Did I check everything else? I feel like I probably did. To examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect... Why can I not read right now? Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network on the redacted of redacted. The specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive redacted. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routines. The air filters were changed. An hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Redacted entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it's likely that Mrs. Redacted's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape, and the Redacted investigation is ongoing. So Alan Wake's wife, came here, and there was an AWE, I guess, or a specimen. What if the darkness is here? That sounds terrifying.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
This group/individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as was the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repairs and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed organization.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Gibbish.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been riding. We found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here? And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Oh, they're all open. They're not all open. What do you want from me, game?
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Is that implying that Alan wrote whatever caused the Hartman incident? Because that's kind of interesting. That is quite a bit of blood over there. Do they close the fire break doors on someone? Pretty fucking metal.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
What the hell? I wish there was some way to track the fucking vending machines, dude. For 80% of the altered vending machine instances. But how many is 80%? I feel like I really need a flashlight for this area.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
How do you
Do I
know what a
even
house
wanna
shift
know?
looks like? I wonder if this will stabilize things at all. Does not look like it. Faded facet. Do we have any upgrades? We need a lot more remote thoughts and a couple corrupted samples. Lots of shifting fragments. Is level 7 the highest? No, I think we fought level 9 before. No, I think there's still plenty of control left. I think we just started the DLC. These guys did not drop hardly any health. Okay. My bad. Blew up a fucking tank in my own face.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
So
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
that theoretically means that the hiss can possess dead bodies, right? I don't know why I didn't just pick up this lore when I was right next to it. Oh, Emil Hartman was the fucking doctor. Okay. Kidnapping of altered individuals, sanctions against altered organizations, obstruction of Bureau investigation, breaching the Ash Act. Oh, 6 counts of... We had Wake, 4, Odin, Alan, the painter guy, and the video game guy. That's 7. Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except for the Anderson brothers due to their senility, and Wake, possibly deceased. My feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. You know, that seems like a strange problem to have. Can I just like destroy the pillar? This is fine, right? Did we get whatever we were supposed to get? Can we move on? I think so.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows. Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
So I gotta play Alan Wake, but in control. Okay. That seems fun enough. Orange chicken is fantastic. Chinese food in general is one of my favorite cuisines. But like shitty American Chinese. Real Chinese food is good too, but I'm a sucker for shitty American Chinese. Can I do anything in here, or is it just the chest? Seems like it was probably just the chest. That seems dangerous. Okay, so this is the other side of what we were able to see from down there.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward fate.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
So what do we pick up? Is this what we just picked up? I don't care about either of those. Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive redacted consisting of 3 known types. Localized manifestations of sentient redacted capable of occupying organic and inorganic material as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Shaded individuals, human bodies by the Shadow, possessed by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether the condition is reversible. Shaded objects, similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are redacted solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, which may imply a shared link to a redacted intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to be prepared for the eventuality of a redacted. Okay, so we need power sources, right? What do you power? You power this. Okay. Listen, I have bad aim, don't you know? No, fuck you. Now you're double possessed. Hiss Ranger Airborne. How fancy. Kirkland, so you put me on desk duty just because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do, my job? Want to know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around words trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off this case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Somebody sounds a little aggressive. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine altered and paranatural materials, was raided in redacted Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. Following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but that they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. There's a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. The motivations of these collectors are largely unknown. Following the NASA-FBC Coordination Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Redacted far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of BlackRock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Redacted will provide the Bureau with unparalleled resources for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. That's cool. I'm a big fan of NASA.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Kinda fucked. Do we have another power terminal here? We did not find another power source. Don't think. Whoa.
Lads in here have died standing up. But the air in here is darkness everywhere. New day.
Eradicate the mold, shine light on the plants, eliminate the darkness.
Same old bloody seat, says the old lady. Like tar but good for nothing. Get rid of it.
We need a little lighty light. Oh, do we need to fast travel? Or is there a plan here? Is this it? I wonder if this light isn't bright enough. Ooh, construct surge. Surge fires adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered or their timer expires. Cool. But I can't afford it. Leave me alone. So I can get a light from here. But then where are these plants? Oh, here? See, I'm very confused how I'm supposed to do this. Or what I'm supposed to do, I guess.
There you go. Doesn't that feel better?
If only that's how it worked. So that means that this light does work. And I just didn't find the right plant the first time. Are there any plants that need light? If you could please speak up. Be greatly helpful. Well, this is a mildly frustrating side quest. Because I could just be blind, but I feel like I have not seen any other plants other than that planter that doesn't count, and the one that we fixed already. Well, I'm just gosh darn confused. That's spooky. The only thing I can think of is this little sealed room might have something in it, but it's also already very well lit, so is that actually a realistic possibility? Meh. So what were the other missions we picked up? Eradicate mold. We can probably just keep going and get a lot of these unlocked. Okay, I can't pull that off. That either means I just missed my opportunity, or there's more. There's another generator power source thing somewhere else.
Something in this darkness is draining me.
Let me see if I can find a little light. Oh, that's bulletproof. Okay. Or did I, like, actually take the only light source with me? If so, that's kind of fucked. I think that's the case, because it was, like, right here. Whoops. Okay. Was there another door? I can't remember. I don't think so. Dr. Emil Hartman is a psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Bright Falls, Washington, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent paranatural abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping reality to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. For more on the link between artists and their ability to alter reality through artistic mediums, see file redacted. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the redacted investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released redacted months later, having been deemed a negligible threat. His medical license has been permanently revoked. I will be right back. Take a quick little break, and you should too. It is important to get up and stretch and be away from screens for at least a little bit. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes. This is like such a stupid, silly screen to pause on. Like there's nothing interesting to look at.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
Sorry, ma'am.
I wanna do the thing in this space.
Shit. Now what? What is that?
Come on, elevator, time to go!
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate.
Fuck, fuck, fuck!
So you don't like the light? What is that?
Where'd he go? Oh. Hello. Got him. That kind of scared me. I wasn't expecting him to be like right fucking there. I wonder what I still must need to light something. Oh.
There we go!
Yeah, how do you like that?
So now I should be able to explore. An excursion into the Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered a previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking. Similar to the other doors, it is locked and cannot be forced open. Alice Wake, a person of interest in the Bright Falls AWE, and the former wife of missing author Alan Wake, contacted agents Shaw and Dempsey of the investigation sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with civilian outreach protocols. The call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought into the oldest house for an in-person interview. The excursion into the Ocean View Motel occurred later that same day. Determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to the AWE is paramount. She should be returned to the oldest house, possibly even taken to the motel itself to confirm if any other changes occur. That seems ill-advised, but what do I know? Containment procedure, none known. Testing in the investigation sector is currently ongoing. A vending machine, its front covered in a faux wood panel, coin-operated buttons for selecting food products. The item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise. and its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living redacted have consistently failed. The item was discovered in a nursing home in Redacted, Alberta, after a resident named Muriel Redacted called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposefully stocking the machine with distinctive foods and objects as a way to raise resident spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged the story while confiscating the item. Interesting. Ooh, wait. We can take a power core back where we came from, upstairs, and plug it in. Hello. That literally didn't do anything for us.
Arcade machines. Shoom. Shim. Shoom. Whoa. Whatever.
Now what I meant to do. Okay. Where is it? But I didn't realize until literally just now that that's the thing that causes them to regenerate. And I feel very silly. May have been a bit of a misplay there. The lake guys are no joke, dude. Damn, dude, barely halfway there. Hey, there's my his snipers after like 6 hours. Excuse you? How did I die? I killed like 2 people right in front of me and didn't get any health. The force throw is fantastic. Eliminate 50 enemies without letting the timer run out. Each killed or seized enemy adds 5 seconds to the timer. This mode kind of forces you to play like hyper aggressive. I could put on some Doom music, but I'm kind of lazy. But yeah, this is a very Doom-like mode. Shit. I could probably grind it out, but I just don't think I have the damage to do it easily. Like, I probably need to use Surge or Charge. Dang, and I don't just have like damage for this? That's kind of unfortunate. Screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of an application to become one of the show's writers. Night Springs spec script episode Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us and even more so to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? We are in a secret lab. The large sign on the wall reads, the Federal Bureau of Night Springs. Scientist, I've told you several times, Director, it isn't ready. It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. But the thing being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. Did we explore all of the places that we can explore? Think yes. We can take the elevator and continue our pursuit of Dr.
Ma'am? What are you doing in investigations?
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those, Langston.
Shit.
I love the reference to Barry coming out of the hardware store with the Christmas lights on.
Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the Panopticon.
Thanks, Langston.
Kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't
Still,
want to
I don't know why
brag.
people are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but
How long is this dude's fucking monologue?
sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race, and we're all
Oh, I can't go back. Okay. Okay. I'm so glad they closed the door on me. Yeah, C's is like kind of too slow without that upgrade. I guess now that I know I can just kind of like duck behind cover with it, it's not too bad, but... Cool. Looking a little dark in here. Like the kind of place that a certain spooky former doctor likes to hang out. Am I full? I'm full. Evade cost on dealing shield ability damage. What a fucking mouthful. Did not mean to throw that, my bad.
Send a ranger to my location.
Oh, hello. Interesting. I didn't expect to be able to call for reinforcements. That's kind of cool. No more shields for me. Okay. I feel like sometimes I just die. Like, shooting them should stun lock them, which it does, but then sometimes I'll just die. I think I'm probably a little under leveled for this.
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
I guess we need to take on more,
Reinforcements are here!
Thanks, bud. Like, aside from health, I don't really know what it would be worth taking. I could reset and get 8 ability points back, and that would give me 2 health levels. Actually, they give me 3 health levels, because I don't really need multi-launch. Oh, although it regenerating while holding launch objects is pretty nice. Hiss troopers. Turtles are irritating. Crack them open. Tasty. Okay, kill enemies in surge mode and troopers. Press to fire a single adhesive grenade. Press to detonate. Okay.
Don't give it an inch!
I'm dead. Just like, dude, their damage output is so insane. And mine is patently not. Yeah, just dodge all three of those things. Sure, why not? Give me my material. Launch speed boost. I don't want that. I want the pump. Oh yeah, I absolutely feel like the difficulty spike. But the thing is with DLC, like, you don't ever know unless it tells you what level you're supposed to be at. So I feel like I probably just entered the DLC too early. For the good for nothing is at the security check. I know you took a part of my brain when you put me through that metal detector. I'm not stupid. I know what they're really for. What I don't know is whether taking a part of my brain causes me to lose my memories or to lose sleep. I've been told if you lose sleep, you lose everything else too. That's where you trick us regular people. Now, I don't know which it is, and I can't remember what you did to me. But I can tell you this much. I don't find this funny at all. I want my memories back, and you can be sure the next time I visit the Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, I will come and find you and make you fix what you broke. Sincerely, I don't think I will be signing this with my real name. Like I said, I'm not stupid. You can just mind your own business.
All right, Ati. Was this what you had in mind?
Why did she say it like that? I, in fact, do not have the hots for Ati. I'm sorry. I just feel like that was so sultry for no reason. You like it like that, Ati? You like when I burn away the darkness? Sure. Nah, dude, let him fucking die.
Shit.
Huh? Maybe I should have taken the mold hosts thing. Kill enemies with the service weapon in surge mode. That is what I have equipped, right? Have I not killed any enemies with it? The robust director shoves the nerd-like scientist aside and heads for the portal control panel. He slams the on button with a determined fist. All the more reason. The entire screen is filled with dangerous red. Then it fades away, and we see that the two men are in another dimension. The air ripples around them as if they were in a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip. Scientist, what have you done? You've doomed us. Control yourself, Doctor. Where's this beast of yours? Right there, sir. A horrible, shapeless entity fills the horizon. It can't be described. That's how horrible it is. What a thing of beauty you've been keeping from me. I do like that they continue to gate items behind the mold, though. Like, it makes that side quest that I did feel much more worth it. So we probably want to power up one side.
Christ. Did the Hartman thing do all this?
So that'll let us get one more power cell. Oops. Not what I meant to do, but okay. Yellow.
Reminder, The law of three also applies to all faucets within the oldest house. Be mindful and don't cause any aquatic misconduct. Thank you for your attention.
That's so good, dude. So what, you have to turn the faucet on 3 times and off 3 times? Is this the way forward? It looks like it might be. But I haven't figured out all the puzzles. So we need 3 orangey looking dudes. 1. 2. Where's the 3rd one? Three. We need to open blue still. Whoa, 2 chests. Guess we'll delete some more weapon mods. That feels like the right speed of puzzle for this game. Like, makes you think at least a little bit, but it's not overtly obtuse. Okay, so we're back in one of the turntables. Or by one of the turntables, I should say. Eagle Limited Awe.
Lots of dark corners to hide in. Okay, let's get the lights on and clear him out.
Move the train forward to activate the lights. Ah! Does he just like insta-give you? What is this? Did I do the mission already? Do I still need... Nope, I'm good.
Where's it running off to now?
I came to my office with way too many jokes today. Literally 4. What is dead in its tracks? Oh, hell yeah.
All aboard?
Connect with the train.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and enjoy the ride.
Good evening, all you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. Tickets, please. Tickets. Oh my God, fire, fire! Everyone, stay in your seats. In your seats. There's nothing to... Sir, sit down. Oh, everyone, hold on!
Do I have to do these in a specific order, maybe?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and enjoy the ride.
Alton, everyone, stay in your seats. In your seats. Tickets, please. Tickets. Everyone, hold on!
That just leaves.
Well, that was chaotic. Felt like it was trying to tell me something. I wonder if I can make sense of it.
Somebody tampered with the train. Right?
Oh my God, fire, fire! Everyone, stay in your seats. In your seats. There's nothing to... Sir, sit down. Oh, everyone, hold on! Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. Tickets, please. Tickets.
I wonder if there's more or if I just have to like do it in the correct order. I'm gonna poke around out here first, I guess. Oh, there's stuff up there. How am I supposed to get there? Looks like there's something up still as well. Well, where might the rest of the darkness be? Oh, that's how we get to the next spot. Okay. Or the office upstairs. Any darkness? Any darkness? YouTube streaming is fine. I have had 2 whole viewers today. But interaction is pretty low on YouTube, typically, from what I've seen. I've had as many as like 5 views, but that's it. I still need to play around with it and try and increase my quality for YouTube. Theoretically, I can use different encoders for tangent time. YouTube is super cool because it lets you stream up to 50 megabit, which is kind of fucking insane. That's like the theoretical maximum. I don't know if that's their actual maximum. And you can also stream in 1440 and 4K, like without any issues. So what I should do is I should switch from 1080p to 1440, and then I should downscale to 1080 for Twitch, and then I should stream with a better encoder at a higher bit rate in native 1440 to YouTube. I just haven't set it up yet. I played around with it a little bit today. In theory, you can stream primarily to YouTube from OBS and secondarily to Twitch. But when I tried to set that up today, I realized that the multi-streaming plugin that I use that allows me to stream to different locations does not support VOD channel on Twitch, which is essential for me because I am licensed for the music that I play, but in order to not get DMCA'd on, well, copyright claim, not DMCA'd specifically, on YouTube, I have to give them every single video URL. So I just upload my VODs from Twitch, which do not have any of the copyrighted music saved. So like if you go watch the VODs for any of my streams, it doesn't actually have any of the music audio. It's just silence when there would be music playing. So yeah, anyways, that's a tangent. I am excited to play around more with YouTube. I just need to make some time to do it. I have been busy building a shed, which is about the most uninteresting thing that I could talk about. But yeah, I need to play around with it some more, and I know thumbnails are a big thing too, and I probably need to start generating thumbnails ahead of my streams, which would be a big ask for me because half the time I don't even show up to stream on time, and now I have to generate a thumbnail to stream. Like, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep with it though. Like, it doesn't cost me anything extra to stream to YouTube, so why not? Theoretically, once I actually get it set up, it will be a lot higher quality. Like the video will be a lot higher quality on YouTube. The only difference is it's higher latency because they need more time to transcode what you send to them basically than Twitch does, because they support so much more. I'm considering getting an ARC GPU also a second ARC GPU, because I have one on my gaming PC, but I don't have one on my streaming PC. But Intel ARC GPUs, NVIDIA 4000 series GPUs, and AMD 7000 series processors all have AV1 encoders, which is a better video codec than H.265, which is, or H.264, excuse me, which is what Twitch supports. YouTube also supports H.264. That's what I'm streaming in now. But AV1 basically has better compression, and it allows you to transmit more frames, more pixels with the same amount of bandwidth. So even though I could just crank my bandwidth up for YouTube and get better video, I could also encode in a different format, and that would also be better video. I don't like have a lot of plans for YouTube. I don't know. Streaming technology specifically is super cool to me, and I love playing around with it. So it's like, it's one of those, like, this is a hobby I can spend like a couple hours on, and like it's fun for a little bit, and then I just leave it and it just does its thing. Like getting multi-chat working was a whole thing, and it was a giant pain in the butt, and it's still a pain in the butt every stream because you have to pop out a YouTube player. But I have multi-platform chat, which is cool. And I don't ever have to like set it up again beyond the pop-out chat for YouTube. But yeah, it's fun to play around with for me, so I enjoy it. And then I also just think like it's cool that Twitch, the new CEO, is pushing for feature parity. Like he said, AV1 is supposedly coming to Twitch probably like he said they almost announced it at TwitchCon, but it's not quite ready. And it's also going to affect, he said that they need to figure out their pricing and like the cost to Twitch to allow AV1, and like when is the right time, and just CEO speak. But like AV1 is coming to Twitch, so it's not a bad idea to get set up to stream AV1 with YouTube, and then when Twitch supports it, I can just like flip the switch and it's on. But I don't know. I just enjoy technology, and streaming is one of those like niche things where it's like there's just so much when you start getting into the weeds with it that it's fun to play around with. Oh, back to the game. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Redacted. As a result of this event, agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of sabotage. The Bureau has been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team was on site to be able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further study. But we didn't actually learn much up here. And there is no darkness up here. So I think we can just go down. Thought I saw stairs over here. I did. I was hoping that the light would do something to that. An alert from Redacted Washington monitoring station indicated a minor redacted activity occurring in the area. Agent Estevez was dispatched to investigate. Inside the Redacted Lodge, he discovered the facility's former owner, Dr. Emil Hartman, had been converted into a shaded individual. and displayed violent behavior characteristic of its type. Agent Estevez alerted the on-site research team to the specimen's presence, and with some difficulty it was successfully contained in a black rock cell. The cell and its inhabitants were transported safely back to HQ, where the specimen remains detained in the redacted sector as part of the redacted AWE investigation. So in the investigation sector and part of the Bright Falls AWE investigation. Once the investigation is closed, the research teams have petitioned to relocate the specimen to their sector for study. So I want to return to the train car. Ooh, shit. But if I can get to a control point, that would be most fortuitous. So we've explored about half of this DLC. It looks like. Yeah, dude, this gun is not the way to go. Yeah, as far as the latency between YouTube and Twitch, there's 3 latency settings on YouTube. There's ultra low latency, and normal. I think I have it on low latency, but it's actually pretty interesting because if you have it on normal latency, you can do like the YouTube auto-generated subtitles, which is pretty cool. But additionally, you lose the access to, I think, both of the low latencies when you switch to 1440p or 4K resolution. So it's going to get even worse when I actually start playing around with it, unfortunately. But it's because they, I believe Twitch just streams H.264, H.265, and YouTube has to re-encode to their, I don't think it's proprietary codec, but the codec that they use for all of YouTube, which is VP9. But yeah, it's definitely a downside for YouTube, especially because like you want to be able to interact with people in a timely manner, and if they're 30, 40 seconds behind my actual stream, like it's gonna take 40 seconds for them to see me answer a question or something, you know? Okay, so how am I supposed to do this train investigation? Network disconnected. It's got to be order, right? Yeah, Pierce is like the only good gun that I have, unfortunately. It's kind of scary that my like normal pistol just doesn't do anything. James Bond is a super interesting series to me because I've never been like truly interested in James Bond, but I did watch it quite a bit as a kid, and like everybody has a generational Bond, like James Bond, which I think is super cool. Like I grew up with Pierce Brosnan, and he's the one that I associate with James Bond, but so many people just like prefer Daniel Craig, which is fine. I don't have a preference
Good
either
evening, all
way.
you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
But it's just interesting to like think about, oh, there's a booth missing. Huh. I wonder if that's significant at all. Alright, I'm going to Google this because I am not going to try and brute force this. But yeah, I just can't think of any other series that are super generational like that, where like each generation has this like distinct experience with pop culture. I guess maybe Doctor Who. After turning on the lights, blah, blah, blah. Interacting with each of them will play a different audio scene. In order to progress the mission, the objects must be interacted with in the order listed above. Got it. Briefcase, hat, violin, food. That makes sense. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I wasn't doing it in the right order, I guess. Yeah, because I had the hat out of order.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and enjoy the ride.
Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a ticket?
You had a pretty dark ride, huh? But I hope you're done replaying it now.
So we're still missing one piece of darkness here. Batman is another like generational one. Like Mark Hamill is always going to be the Joker to me because of Batman the Animated Series and like his work in the animated films and stuff. Batman Beyond is probably one of my favorite cartoons. There it is. There's the last of it. Like I've never like sat down and tried to come up with like a top 5 list of animated anything. But I think Batman Beyond would probably be like in my top 10. It's a bummer that like it didn't get finished, but it's still such a great series. And it's cool because it like it was only able to be created when it was created at WB, like at the time, because they were super into like Batman at the time, and they had just come off the animated series, and it's like the same exact creators, and they were just like, we want to do something a little darker, we want to do something a little edgier, like we want to tell a different story from what we told in the animated series. And it's just like,
we need to get those lights on.
Such a specific time that it occurred at WB. Got it. Shoot the fucking blocky boys. Is there one here? No. Oh, hello, sir. I would like to regenerate my health, please. I don't remember much of Spider-Man's like animated series. I know it's like super iconic, but I don't remember anything about it specifically. That's probably just my ADHD though. Fuck. So, what did I mess up? There must have been a spot for me to put that power cell. That would actually be a really cool addition, is if there's a unique weapon to the DLC that you can use for the rest of the game. That would be really cool. Okay, so now we can get to the power cell. I just don't know where to put it. Oh, okay. Understood. Actually need 4 more? So then he must do his little stompy thing and activate. Yeah. Dark so he doesn't spawn on me. Think I can take the... No, I can't, not yet. One down here. Cool. It sounded like he was on a rough bump or something. Protect me, soldiers. Ow. Gotta let it go. Oh shit. No, thank you. Taking this.
Okay, now where's the switch?
Literally right in front of you. What do you mean, where's the switch? Yeah, I wonder if there's like a story reason for the way that the power is designed. They did say that they had some battery operated lighting as a result of like their darkness investigation. So I wonder if the power cells are part of that and like they use it to provide like a portable source of power in the event of like, I don't know, a fire break, cutting it off from the rest of the building or something like that, you know? I could see them, I could see that being the case. It's kind of a bit of a, it's not a bit of a stretch, it's just like way too complicated, but I could definitely see that being a thing. Oh, this is one of the containment cells that we have read about. So we need to go that way, right? Oh yeah, because we chose to go to the Eagle Limited AWE. I forgot that we had the option to go to the other ones.
It's nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the panopticon,
It's the same
people
monologue.
treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't want to brag. Right.
Okay, yeah, so now we could go to a different AWE. So we've got Bright Falls and Framaro. Eureka is such a good series. I haven't been like watching hardly any TV lately just because I've been busy. But during the summer my wife and I were watching a good amount of Eureka.
Anyway, still, I don't know why people are making it so personal. I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know
But yeah, I'm excited to finish Eureka one day, TM, and start on Warehouse 13. Because I remember really enjoying Warehouse 13 when I watched it back when it came out. I'll take that. Pull again. So now I guess we start deleting duplicates. It's interesting, and I'm sure a lot of it's nostalgia, but it's interesting to think back on like TV that I've experienced over the years, and just like very few things seem to be of the same quality to me. Like Eureka was definitely a victim of the writer's strike at the time. Like that is... There's a season and a half or 2 seasons. I think it's like a season and a half because one of the seasons was like cut down because of the writer's strike. Like they took what was written for like the broad strokes and then a handful of episodes and basically just turned that into like half a season, if I remember correctly. But even still, like it's such a quirky, just well-made, well-acted show, and I feel like most of what's made today is just not that good. Stranger Things is something that comes to mind, like as a more modern show that, 1, I've watched, and 2, I thought was well made. There's some other like random CBS and like ABC and NBC whatever shows that have been pretty decent, but none of them have been like, if I watched it alone, I need to share this with my wife, which is how I felt with like Eureka, for example. Shoom arcade cabinets. A distance of 10 feet between the items suppresses their effect. Effect only triggers on physical contact. Items are a pair of arcade game cabinets originally designed for the games Shoom and Shoom 2, Kolger's Revenge. The games were manufactured by Bonco Entertainment, now out of business. Despite being a popular arcade game in Japan during the late 80s, early 90s, no other Shoom cabinets have been found by our investigators. When touching one of the items while it stands within 10 feet of its counterpart, the user's mind is transported to a version of their subjective reality that resembles a video game in logic and function. Events from their everyday lives become game-like sequences in which speed and efficacy are paramount. The brain enters a stroke-like state, as proven by EEG studies on users, which only ends after the user finishes their game, at which point they resume normal brain and motor function. That's kind of creepy. I'm just talking about TV in general. Ooh, yeah, Fringe. Fringe is another good one. I just feel like there haven't been that many good modern TV shows. And it's probably a lot to do with my taste, I'm sure, but isn't Severance a comedy? Ooh, hidden location. Oh, hello. Suits. Suits is one that comes to mind that is a little more recent, that was really good at the time.
Damn it.
Why can't I have my light? Cool, but how do I aim it? Did I claim the control point? Yes. Got it. Do I have to stop it at a specific time? Because that's kind of scuffed. That is exactly what I have to do. Okay. I don't really like that, I must admit. Although, I guess maybe it's not that way for this other one. This other one might just be the end of the track. Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, it's too dark in here to fight this thing.
So where's the power supply need to go? Through the wall, maybe? That was remarkably anticlimactic. And like not tense at all. I think another consideration about modern TV is it's made to be consumed differently. I am not a proponent of cable by any means, but I think having longer series and like having that week between episodes lends to a little bit different like storytelling, and I think that probably has affected TV quite a bit, because most content is designed to be basically just a broken up 13-hour movie now, right? Like that's all it is 90% of the time. And I would be willing to bet that if the same show were to be made with a, 3, 4, 5 month long episodic, like weekly arc in mind. Oh God, level 8. Fuck me, bro. That it would be a little bit different. Maybe not like drastically different, but definitely like different.
Okay, we're gonna try this one more time and then we're done playing with you. Understand? Jelly, where are you from? Jumbo Grain. Up and loose and heavy treat sandwich. Jesus Christ, does anyone have any idea what this thing is saying? Hotly. Dirt arrange you. Why are you... What the hell do you want? Why'd you stow away on that ship? School bearing boiler. Eyes many cauterizing loops through and about. Randy Mitchell. Did he just say Mitchell? Was there a Mitchell at NASA? Tubes. You know what? Never mind. I can't do this anymore. Just send this thing to the guys at research. Let them cut it up or whatever they do. Do you hear that? Let them cut you up.
Okay. My bad, I guess. Bro, don't be playing like this. I need to kill you to kill your friends. Go blow someone up. Okay, yeah, sure. You just continue your attack even though I'm actively capturing you. No problem. Is there anybody I killed that did not have their goodies picked up? Because I could really use them right about now. Yeah, I figured. Oh. Even thinking further back than like the mid 2000s, X-Files comes to mind as like a banger TV show. Oh, I do wish this game had regenerative health. That's like one of my main gripes, is that there's no option to turtle. Like they force aggression, but then the enemies are just straight ridiculously brutal. But I think it's gonna do it for me. It's a little past when I normally end, but I'm definitely still having fun with Control. We're at, I gotta wait for it to update. 17.6 hours played. So we are 8 hours off of the main story plus whatever for Control from how long to beat. So probably another 6 to 8 hours. And yeah, I will probably be back on Thursday. I'm building a shed with my dad, and he works whenever he feels like it. So sometimes I need to help him, sometimes I don't. It just depends. I never know what he wants or when he wants to work. So like today he showed up at 9 a.m. and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to go work on your shed." I'm like, "All right, I have to do my day job." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then like I went out there after I got off work today, and he's like, "All right, I'm done for the day." I'm like, okay. I don't know. I just roll with punches. But I will have a shed sooner than later, and hopefully my schedule will go back more to normal. But I'm taking advantage of the free labor and architectural services, I suppose, while I can. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. I will be back again probably on Thursday and again on Sunday. And until then, stay happy, stay healthy. Peace.